Imagine standing at the edge of an ancient Roman courtyard, where the air hums with the whispers of philosophers, and the stones beneath your feet carry the weight of timeless wisdom. Among them walks a man, an emperor, a warrior, a thinker, whose words have outlived empires. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher king, left behind not just a legacy of rule, but a treasure of insights that still light the path to a purposeful life. In a world that often feels chaotic, where distractions pull us in every direction, his teachings offer an anchor, a way to steady the mind, refine character, and live with unshakable clarity. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about mastering perspective. It's the art of turning obstacles into fuel, fear into courage, and fleeting moments into a life of meaning. Today, we'll journey through 101 of Marcus Aurelius' most transformative quotes, each one a stepping stone toward wisdom. These aren't just words to admire. They're tools to wield, principles to live by. Whether you're facing doubt, seeking resilience, or longing for deeper fulfillment, his guidance will meet you where you are. But before we begin, ask yourself, what if the key to a better life isn't in chasing more, but in seeing differently? What if the answers you seek are already within you, waiting to be uncovered? Let these quotes be the mirror that reflects your strength, the compass that points you forward. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. He who lives in harmony with himself lives in harmony with the universe. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The only wealth which you will keep forever is the wealth you have given away. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, because an artful life requires being prepared to meet and withstand sudden and unexpected attacks. Look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if you will ever dig. Begin each day by telling yourself, today I shall meet with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane. A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. No man is happy who does not think himself so. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. The only thing that isn't worthless, to live this life out truthfully and rightly. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. The opinion of 10,000 men is of no value if none of them know anything about the subject. A man must stand erect, not be kept erect by others. The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. The best answer to anger is silence. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. What stands in the way becomes the way. The only thing that isn't worthless, to live this life out truthfully and rightly. The more we value things outside our control, the less control we have. The best way to avenge yourself is to not be like the one who wronged you. Your life is what your thoughts make it. The present moment is all you ever have. It is the responsibility of leadership to work intelligently with what is given, and not waste time fantasizing about a world of flawless people and perfect choices. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. The true worth of a man is to be measured by the objects he pursues. The discipline of desire is the background of character. What we do now echoes in eternity. The only limit to our realization of tomorrow is our doubts of today. The blazing fire makes flames and brightness out of everything thrown into it. A man's life is dyed the color of his imagination. The only thing that brings sorrow is to live without purpose. The universe is transformation. Life is opinion. Do not act as if you had 10,000 years to live. The inescapable is hanging over your head. No one can lose either the past or the future. How could anyone be deprived of what he does not possess? The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. To be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved and the raging of the sea falls still around it. The soul is the captain and ruler of the life of morals. He who fears death either fears the loss of sensation or a different kind of sensation. But if you shall have no sensation, neither will you feel any harm. Whatever anyone does or says, I must be good. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring what they say, or think or do, only what you do. The mind freed from passions is an impenetrable fortress. If someone is able to show me that what I think or do is not right, I will happily change, for I seek the truth. The only wealth you keep is what you have given. The wise man sees in the misfortune of others what he should avoid. Do not be ashamed of help. It is your duty to fulfill your mission like a soldier in a scaling party. Let men see, let them know, a real man, who lives as he was meant to live. The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. The measure of a man is the worth of the things he cares about. Life is short. The fruit of this life is a good character and acts for the common good. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind. No one is tired of receiving benefits, and to act justly is to do a benefit. Do not think that what is hard for you to master is humanly impossible, but if a thing is humanly possible, consider it to be within your reach. The more we deny our desires, the stronger they become. A man must be ready to say, "I was wrong," and when he is free. The wise man does nothing reluctantly. The only real misfortune is to live contrary to your nature. The best way to teach is to be an example. The present is the same for all. What we lose is not ours, but what we think is ours. The best answer to anger is time. The greatest wealth is to live content with little. A noble man compares and estimates himself by an idea which is higher than himself. The secret of all victory lies in the organization of the non-obvious. To love only what happens, what was destined. No greater harmony. The more you know, the more you realize you know nothing. The best days are those in which nothing is taken, nothing is given, but much is shared. The wise man is neither raised up by prosperity nor cast down by adversity. The best preparation for tomorrow is to do today's work superbly well. The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it. The greatest obstacle to living is expectancy, which hangs upon tomorrow and loses today. The wise man does not grieve for what he has not, but rejoices in what he has. The best way to avoid envy is to deserve success. The soul is the master of its own fate. The best things in life are nearest: breath in your nostrils, light in your eyes, love in your heart. The wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not. The best cure for the body is a quiet mind. The greatest prayer is patience. The wise man is neither a pessimist nor an optimist. He is a realist. The best of life is conversation, and the greatest success is confidence. And here is the final quote. The universe is one living being, having one substance and one soul. Well, dear wisdom seekers, these 101 quotes are more than words. They are a compass for living with courage, clarity, and purpose. Marcus Aurelius didn't write them for fame. He wrote them as reminders to himself, as a soldier-emperor navigating chaos. And now, centuries later, they remain a guiding light for anyone seeking wisdom in an uncertain world. So ask yourself, Which of these truths will you carry forward? Will you let them collect dust, or will you apply them, today, tomorrow, in moments of doubt or decision? If one quote resonated with you, write it down. Place it where you'll see it daily. Let it shape your thoughts, your actions, your life. Because wisdom only becomes power when we use it. Thank you for walking this path of reflection. Until next time, remember, you are stronger than your obstacles, wiser than your fears, and more capable than you know.